Power! In today's video, we're going to do a high mileage full review of the Arrma Senton BLX version 3. It's fast, it's tough, it's a member of the famed Arrma 3S family, but it's not without its faults. And we'll get into the 3 upsides and the 3 downsides of owning the Arrma Senton BLX version 3. Let's go for the upsides first. Upside number 1, the speed. This RC will run on 2 and 3S. If you run it on 2S, you can expect to go between 35 and 40 miles an hour, no problem. And if you run it on 3S, you can absolutely expect to go 50 miles an hour or more. The second upside, the famed Arrma durability. It is one tough RC. It's been flipped, it's been jumped, it's been bashed, it's been crashed, it's landed into a pool, and it just keeps going strong. I only ever had to replace 1 spur gear on this vehicle, and that was really more of a maintenance thing, I would say, than a durability thing. But it was only $7 for a new spur gear, no problem whatsoever. If I had to do that once a month, I still wouldn't have a problem with it. Not for the performance you get anyways. And the third upside, the value of this thing. It was originally, when I bought this, it was about $370 US. And now it's dropped to about $320. I just noticed the other day, at least on Amazon it has. So the performance you get and the durability you get for the money you spend is second to absolutely none. Because in terms of durability, this RC holds up to much bigger, much more expensive RCs that are out there. Okay, now let's get into 3 downsides of the Arrma Senton 3S BLX. Downside number 1. The body. While the body is absolutely beautiful, and it really is just a good looking RC body, it is a short course body, so it comes with short course body problems such as parachuting, and it absolutely devours any and all dirt and rocks and poo, dog exhaust if you will, from the ground, and distributes it generously all over your electronics and the inside of your chassis. So that would be what I would call a slight downside, not a deal breaker, but a downside nonetheless. The second downside, the tires. They're amazing off-road. They definitely get the Arrma Senton, oh goodness, looks like we need a tow. They definitely get the Arrma Senton through some pretty rough stuff. It climbs, it jumps, it flips, it spins, it does all that, but the tires do seem to wear rather quickly. Now that might be due in part to the fact that this is a 3S vehicle and it's quite powerful, but yes, the tires most certainly wear seemingly quickly. And last but not least, the third downside of the Arrma would be the fact that it's a slipper clutch vehicle, but for bashing that's ideal. You want a slipper clutch vehicle for bashing. Slipper clutches absolutely protect the rest of your drive system, and they're great for that. But there's no option, as far as I can tell, as far as I've seen, for a center differential option. And that would be kind of nice if there was an option for that, just for the purposes of racing. A slipper clutch, you can race with a slipper clutch, but a slipper clutch doesn't independently distribute power between the front and rear wheels. It just kind of slips a bit when the vehicle gets hung up on something or has a bad landing and sort of protects it. Though you can make the slipper clutch a bit rear wheel biased, which you can kind of mimic the effects of a center differential, but you can't quite duplicate them. So if it was just an option to run a center differential, that would be amazing, but there isn't. So I'm going to count that as a downside. Now, on the reverse side of that, the fact that it's a slipper clutch vehicle, it also has a plastic telescopic drive shaft, which basically guarantees that the drive shaft will pretty much never break. If the chassis flexes, the drive shaft will flex right with it. It's almost like a shock in that way. I won't get too into the technical specifications of this vehicle. It's been out for a little over a year now, and just about everybody has done a video involving the specs of it. So I'll put the specs for this vehicle in the description below. And I'll just go ahead and summarize by saying the Arrma Senton BLX 3S version 3 is a fantastic RC. Oh, it looks like I might have a rock stuck in the servo here. Let me just go ahead and pull up here and see. Oh, it fell out. All right, we're good. Oh, that's another slight downside, I guess you could say, is rocks do tend to get stuck in the servo, but it is vented, so they do usually find their way right back out again, so that's not too bad. So yeah, I would most definitely buy another one of these. If a new RC enthusiast were to ask me what they should get as their first car, I would suggest this car, absolutely, because it's very user-friendly for beginners. It's also fast and tough enough for experienced RC hobbyists. And if you're a racer and you want to get into short course racing. But yes, guys, most certainly very happy with this RC. I would buy 10 more. Who knows, I just may buy 10 more. I will get the entire 3S line at least. And then maybe from there I'll work on maybe a few Traxxas vehicles. I want to get a Slash and do a review on the Slash because that is the main competitor to this vehicle. And it's very good. I can't get too in-depth about the Traxxas Slash because I don't own one. It just wouldn't be fair. But I can say what's common knowledge, and commonly people would probably agree that the Senton's a bit tougher. And out of the box, the Senton is certainly faster, but the Slash does have a speed gear that you can install. So we'll get a Slash on the channel here soon, and we'll do a review on that too. And we'll compare them. We'll do a side-by-side. But for now, I think that's going to do it for this video. I apologize for my sloppy driving. It's been not the best. And as always, guys, please share, like, comment, subscribe. Even if you just want to tell me I'm ugly and I can't drive. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you, everybody. How about some victory donuts? Power! Oh yeah, making quite a mess here, aren't we? Look at that. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.